Motivation. This is defined as a person's needs, wants, or urges, and it is something we're actively searching for in our everyday lives. Today, I'm not only going to teach you how to stay motivated, but I'll also provide something way better than that. Let's just say it's something you overlooked, but once you learn about it, you'll realize how you've been looking at this wrong all along. Let's start by exploring two different types of motivation and how they can help you. First, we have intrinsic motivation, which simply put is just internal motivation. Intrinsic motivation comes from doing something for its own sake because it aligns with your interests, passions, or values. The benefit to this type of motivation is that it primarily makes you feel like you're following your life's purpose. Intrinsic motivation feels good, and for the most part, it contributes positively towards your well-being. The detriment to this is that sometimes our interests change, and once the fun or thrill from doing certain things is gone, we no longer want to do those things. This motivation lasts as long as your interest in something lasts, so it may not really go for long if you're a person who loses interest quickly. Next, we have extrinsic motivation, and yes, that's a word. Extrinsic motivation is external motivation driving you to do something. This can be from the rewards derived from something or the fear of not taking action. Extrinsic motivation can be seen as a horse that keeps going because it's chasing a carrot at the end of the stick, or the Walmart employee scared to quit his job because he has no other source of income. Extrinsic motivation has no shortage in this world, and it can be found in just about anything. You can search up wealth motivation on YouTube and you'd see dozens of videos that show you the greatness of wealth, and this can motivate you to a certain extent. The problem with this is that it can only motivate us a certain number of times before it becomes a cycle of feeling like you're doing some work and getting motivated when you're just not. The best case scenario to this is that you strive to get something you've always wanted and you learn that it really wasn't that important. It can demotivate you in the future. I believe motivation is a very short-term thing, and overall, it gets trumped by discipline. That doesn't mean you shouldn't try to maintain motivation in your life. If motivation is used the right way, it can eventually become discipline. Moreover, it can be a supplement to your discipline that always keeps you working towards what you've always wanted. So, you can motivate yourself daily by doing these 4 things. Number 1, we have goal setting. This may be a cliche thing to hear now. You must have heard so many people tell you to set goals and strive to achieve them, and you've probably tried that. Regardless of whether it's worked for you before or not, setting goals motivates you by always keeping what you're working towards in check. When you set goals, you set the groundwork for your future self, and it helps you know where you're going while you head towards the destination. The best thing happens when you stay on your goals long enough to grow and achieve them. Once you achieve your goals, you can set new ones that build you twice as much as before, and you always have something to work towards, which reminds you of why you're doing this every single day. The best way to go about this is to ask yourself where you want to be in future, in 2 years for example. Once you figure that out, you should now figure out what you need to do every day to get there, and the rest should be history. Number 2, stay active. Staying active not only means working on your goals, but it also branches into physical health. You should exercise daily and work towards building your body so it can be stronger and healthier overall. The great thing about staying active and exercising is that your body gets a higher supply of dopamine, and when you focus on this long enough, you'll eventually have gains. Once you see the results of your work, you'll be grateful you put the work in, and the motivation from that will branch into way more areas of your life. After all, it's no surprise that the people that have the most success are also the people who are physically fit and have great, healthy physiques. Number 3 is never forget where you started. No matter how good or bad life was when you started, the reason why you wanted more motivation to begin with will always be due to the fact that you weren't content with your life as it was in the start. It might seem quite demotivating to remind yourself of the past and how life wasn't exactly the best before, but you should do this in a more positive manner. When you look at where you were when you started, through a lens of gratitude, you realize how great of a decision it was for you to begin to work towards staying motivated so you can move onwards to your greatest dreams. The life you lived in the past truly needed improvement, and appreciate the opportunity you get every day to improve it. Once you put in the work needed to get to the destination, you'll be motivated every day by how far you've come. The great thing about life is that there are infinite chapters, and it's up to you to make this your redemption story. Number 4 is building high-value friendships. And when I say high-value friendships, I mean having friends that not only lift you up every day, but friends that are brutally honest to you no matter what. Friends that you can go to the gym with. Friends that you'll grow with and create an empire with. These are the types of friends you're willing to die for, and they'll truly be a great source of motivation for you, since they'll explain how they got to where they are, as well as assist you at every step of the way. I understand it's extremely hard to make friends of this magnitude, but once you've just built upon yourself and used the previous methods of motivation to get to where you want to be, then you'll not only have space for those friends, but you'll attract them towards your life so that you have the benefits of their motivation. Once you upgrade the quality of your life, it's inevitable that your quality of your friendships improve as well. Make sure to never settle for degenerate friends, as they do more damage than help. As I've said before, motivation is a short-term thing, and it does work in some instances. But the best way to use motivation is to supplement it to the discipline you've built along your journey to self-improvement. Focus on building discipline more than you do trying to attain motivation and maintain it, because discipline that you build over time may just make motivation obsolete for you. If you'd like a more detailed guide to attaining discipline, drop a comment below and subscribe for more stuff. We're taking over soon.